Ladies and gents, I'm Papa Smoke, and this is the House of Smoke social media channels. Okay, so today is a very special What's What. So we missed a What's What video yesterday where I cover either a magical practice or something to do with another spirit or something like that. I've been busy with another business enterprise, so I thought I'd bring you a special one today. So, this is a bit of a PSA as well because people get very, very confused in this, and getting confused in these sort of things can actually prove to be quite dangerous. And today's video is on voodoo and the dead. Okay, so a lot of vaudouissants, professional vaudouissants, especially bocors, work with the dead. Reason being is for a number of reasons. I mean, bocors themselves, technically, we serve the dead anyway. But there are a number of reasons why the dead can be quite a formidable force to work with. And one of those reasons is in voodoo. We believe that the world of the dead intersects the world of the living. In fact, we believe it's the only spiritual world to intersect the world of the living. Therefore, it's the closest spiritual world to this physical plane of existence, which means they're more easily available and able to step into this world quicker and manifest what we need quicker with the effects that with the effects of our intentions. So working with the dead can be seen as a very formidable way to do magic when we work with voodoo. Now, in voodoo, there are several different types of dead. And I'm not sure I know quite many other pantheons where there are so many diverse different types of the dead. The first type of the dead, le mort. Le mort just literally means the dead. Le mort are literally regular people, lived a decent life, had friends, had family, had people that cared about them. And the most important distinguishment of le mort is people held a ceremony for them, held a funeral for them, paid respects to them, and may still mourn and remember them to this day. So you can see le mort are quite regular people. There's nothing nefarious about them. They can be worked with a zombie and stuff like that because in these instances with le mort, for example, your big businessmen that were straight, not corrupt or dodgy or all like that, or at least not to a hugely insanely malevolent degree anyway. Things like that be good to work with le mort, for example. Now the next class, people get these mixed up with the deific dead, but we'll cover those in a minute. And these are the Gide. The Gide are actually the unclaimed dead. Now the Gide are by far one of the most famous factions of the dead other than the zombie, to be honest with you. But the Gide, again, are your malevolent figures this time. So these could have been your gangsters, your criminals, people that did some really seriously heinous things, but weren't quite criminally insane kind of thing. They were aware of what they were doing. So these kind of dead are usually ones that were what we call the unclaimed dead. So where people may have been ashamed to turn up to their funeral, so nobody turned up to their funeral, no one mourns them, no one's got them, no one's paying respects to them or venerating them. Everyone's just like would rather basically believe that these people didn't exist. That's what Gide means. Gide means unclaimed dead. Yeah, so these are your sort of nefarious figures in society, people that you wouldn't necessarily want to claim association with if you were just a straight goer. Okay, and then we have the malevolent dead. Sorry for the image on this one. Then we have the malevolent dead. So your criminally insane people, your psycho killers, borderline in tranquil spirits, because within the malevolent dead could also be angry spirits that died in an incredibly bad way, but are not deifically powerful enough to become an intranquil spirit. So they become a malevolent dead. Basically, these are spirits that's sole focus is causing pain, destruction, and in some cases death to others. The malevolent dead are perfect for vampire, for example. They are absolutely perfect for vampire. So now let's cover what I nicknamed deific dead in voodoo, yeah, because people even get these mixed up. So there's the Gide Lords, represented by this Veve here. A lot of people get this Veve mixed up, and that is dangerous. A lot of people have this tattooed or wear rings or whatever, where you're taking this Veve around. But this Veve is not just a Veve for Baron Samedi, like it's commonly misperceived. This Veve is actually a doorway to the male deific dead, the Gide Lords. As a result, any Gidde Lord may use this as a doorway, or any spirits around that Gidde Lord in service may use this as a doorway to come through and interact with you. So you've got to be very careful when you use Vives that you understand what they are and what they mean, because you can get yourself really hurt. And again, from another angle, this is commonly misperceived as the Vive for Maman Brigitte solely, and it's not. Again, it's the same as above, so below thing. This is the Vive for the female deific dead, the Brigittes, because there's more than one Brigitte. There's the Grand Brigitte, there's Maman Brigitte, there's many other different Brigittes, and again, the spirits around them in service. Wearing this Vive or using this Vive unaware could expose you to other Brigitte energies that you are not like wanting to draw into your life, and the spirits associated around them. Again, be very careful when using Vives. You must understand them, and you must understand what they mean and what they can potentially bring through. Okay, so there's the last class of dead. I call it the dead in service. So we've got Vampire and Zombie. Zombie and Vampire spirits contracted to work. They can be bound, so they can be forced to work, which is what looks like is being depicted in this picture. Or you can do deals with them. In some cases, especially when you're working with spirits such as Vampire, and on a completely unrelated factor, Jab, which Haitians term as buying a devil, sorry, even if they're willing to work with you, yeah, bind them, get them bound, because sometimes they can be that malevolent that they can be misleading you and they can lead you down a trap of fuckery. So if you've got a hugely negative spirit that you're working with, bind them, even if they're willing to contract with you. You know, and when I say bind, I don't mean the chicken wicking thing. Bind them away from me. That don't work. Voodoo sorts can walk through that and smack you up the side of the head. By binding them, I mean the ritual where we put them in a box and we wrap it with the chains and all of that stuff. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean by binding them. Yeah, so if they're hugely malevolent, like a strong vampire or a jab, bind them. Some zombies can be trusted to fulfill contracts and not turn on you. With all of these spirits, though, in service to you, vampire, zombie, and like I said on a completely separate note to this video, jab, they all need to be fed and maintained and cared for. If you buy these sort of spirits from a book or from somebody else and they don't give you the aftercare, yeah, they're either fake, yeah, or they're trying to get you hurt so that you come back and pay them more to fix you. Because what happens if you don't feed your spirits that are in service to you, they start to weaken and they start to attack you for allowing them to weaken, and they do things like drawing your life force energy from you in order to feed themselves, and they draw a little extra so they can terrorize you for putting them in that state in the first place. Anyway, this has been Vodou and the Dead. I'm Papa Smoke. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, which ain't the right lot. And final note, if you don't know graveyard etiquette, stay the fuck out of the graveyard. Some of those spirits in there don't play, and if they don't kill you, they will cripple you, yeah? Stay the fuck out of the graveyard if you don't know the right protocol. Sorry for swearing social media. In a bit. Peace, peeps.